Yes, people, good morning. Welcome. What's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough, and this is your Manchester United morning news. Obviously, it is match day today. We are in action against Crystal Palace as our defence of our Carabao Cup title. Yes, Carabao champions of the world begin their defence tonight at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. The first in a double-legged kind of affair with Crystal Palace this week. We've got them in the league as well at the weekend at Old Trafford. The first in two fixtures, which are the first of four, consecutive home games. And we really need to take that opportunity to turn things around and get a winning run going. We have got plenty to get stuck into today in the news, though, as we hear more on Jadon Sancho against Erik ten Hag. This feud is still going on. There's only ever going to be one winner, and that is going to be the manager. But we read more about that as it seems he's still refusing to say sorry. And some of his teammates are telling him, come on, lad, fix up, sort it out. Make amends with the manager, get back in the first team and fight for your spot. So we'll hear more on Jadon Sancho. But also, we'll see who was in training for Manchester United ahead of this game against Crystal Palace as well. Because obviously, we could see a few faces returning and we could see a few players also making their debut starts for Manchester United. And some Manchester United fans over in America have been flying that Glazer out flag very high. So we'll also be looking at that. Before we get stuck into everything though, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you're liking, commenting, sharing, etc. Plenty of content on the channel. The lads will of course be covering the game tonight. Joe, Jay, everyone will be there for that Crystal Palace game and be covering that here on the channel. So make sure you're keeping it locked and keeping it tuned for that, because we'll be here throughout the day. At the moment, the guys are just heading to London where they're doing a little bit of a tier 1 podcast. I think it's going to be one of those anyway. All I know is they're heading down to that there London for an interview, which is going to be pretty good, and I'm excited to see on the channel. So let's get stuck into this story on Jadon Sancho today. As we say, it is dragging on. We've even heard like the PFA say that they want to get involved as well to try and make amends between the two. But it's simple. They don't need to get involved. The only person that needs to do something about this is Jadon Sancho. We hear Erik ten Hag's reasons for banishing Jadon Sancho emerge as Man United stars issue plea to the player, to Jadon Sancho. He has been urged to apologise to his Man United boss Erik ten Hag by his teammates as the winger is banned from using the club's first team facilities. Says Erik ten Hag has banned Jadon Sancho from using Man United's facilities as the player's teammates have attempted to persuade him to apologise to the manager. Sancho took to social media to refute boss ten Hag's claims he was left out of the squad for United's 3-1 defeat at Arsenal. He was then banished from first team training by ten Hag and was dropped for United's game against Brighton. It was simple though. Apologise, you can come back into the fold. He was not part of the matchday squad subsequently against Bayern Munich and Burnley, and he will not be there for that Crystal Palace game tonight. And as we hear, Sancho's teammates at United have attempted to persuade him to back down in his stance and apologise to the manager for the good of everyone. England trio, Rashford, Maguire and Luke Shaw are among those who believe the winger should soften his stance and compromise. Now, what you're seeing here, you're not seeing player power in a revolt against the manager. You're seeing players side with the manager and tell the player, come on, sort this out. You know what I mean? If the manager was in the wrong here, I think you'd see probably a little bit of a different stance from some of their teammates. Again, if all of this is true. The 23-year-old has been banned from all first team facilities at United, including the dining room. Obviously, if he's not part of the first team, he's not going to be there at the first team facilities. He'll be using the academy facilities. The move was actioned by ten Hag, who does not want a disillusioned player, spreading negativity and causing disharmony within his squad. Now, I really like Jadon Sancho as a player. I think he's a fantastic talent when playing at his best, and I would like to see him play at his best at Manchester United. But he needs to sort it out. You know what I mean? Like, it seemed like a little issue that's just been there's been such a mountain made out of this molehill, and all he needs to do is just put your pride aside and just say sorry to the manager. Like, get in your statement, you said that you'd do anything to fight for the Manchester United shirt and all these kind of things. This doesn't sound like the The thoughts of a man that would do anything to play for Manchester United and fight for the badge and this, that and the other. And you can feel hard done by the manager. And, you know, sometimes I've thought Jadon Sancho should start, not Anthony. But if you're not pulling your weight in training and you're not turning up on time all the time, and then you're having this dispute with the manager when he said a very fair statement it wasn't character assassination by Erik ten Hag. There didn't need to be a response publicly. Respond in training. Respond at his dressing room door. Like, it didn't need to be this way. It's been made out of so much proportion that it shouldn't get to this. But it is. It's stupid. It's stupid. And Jadon Sancho, just say sorry, bruv. Bloody hell. And if he doesn't, the manager has no choice but to do what he's doing. I am wholeheartedly with Erik ten Hag here. I was so happy to beat Burnley at the week. I've never been so happy to beat Burnley in all my life. You know, when that Johnny Evans goal got this, I trust in this manager, but I also am well aware that you need results. And a bad result against Burnley would have seen some more Wolves coming out for him. Just to get that result. Now we've got 4 home games. Let's get a run going. Let's get behind this manager, man. I think this guy's the guy. And if he's not, who is? Because this is a shit show. He's the only thing good at Manchester United at the moment. I mean, look at the Glazers. Still clinging on. And we've seen some Manchester United supporters groups fly Glazers out banners above the NFL match where Tampa Bay Buccaneers were playing. That's obviously their team. And United fans from Pittsburgh and Tampa, shout out them. I was with a lot of the American Reds over there. Pre-season, various stops, and not just Reds from the stops that we were at. You've seen so many coming from all different states, and Pittsburgh and Tampa supporters have got together and flew a Glazers out banner above the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stadium. Well done, guys and girls. Well done. Hopefully they'll do. There's so much to just be demoralised by at Manchester United at the moment. But, listen, we're going to batter Palace tonight. I say this ahead of every game. We're going to batter Palace tonight. Our defence of the Carabao Cup Championship begins. It's a beautiful day. We beat Burnley at the weekend. Erik ten Hag, tricky Reds. Come on! Oh. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in today. It has been lovely to be here. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, I've been Adam McCullough. This has been the news. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribing as well. We'll see you in a bit.